Welcome, listeners. A 66-year-old woman is robbed and then dragged by her female attacker on a New York City bus. Yes, this is crazy. That and more starts right now on Chris Talks. Let's get into it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
All right, you guys, what is up? Let's start with that top story. Come back on. Yeah, thank you. So let's begin with that top story. A 66-year-old woman. 66. This is crazy, right? 66 years old. Okay, is robbed on a bus, on a New York City bus, and then dragged by her attacker on the New York City bus. Are you crazy? This is bugged out. This incident happened. I don't know, when did it happen? Wednesday, I think. Wednesday. All right. This report is brought to us by the New York Post. Let's just play the report and I'll give you my view afterwards. Let's get into it.
A 66-year-old woman riding an MTA bus in Staten Island was viciously attacked by a female robber who snatched her purse and dragged her across the floor, police say. The NYPD on Monday released surveillance video and screenshots of the suspect wanted for the brazen April 3rd bus crime. According to the police, the victim was on board the S51 bus traveling east on Bay Street around 9:30 p.m. when she was approached by a woman she did not know. The stranger suddenly grabbed the rider's purse, which the victim refused to relinquish. After dragging the victim across the floor of the moving bus to get her to let go of the bag, the robber then got off the bus with her loot in hand at Vanderbilt Avenue in Bay Street. She was last seen fleeing on foot westbound on Bay Street. Police said the victim's bag contained cash, credit cards and other personal belongings. The victim suffered swelling on her body requiring medical attention. The NYPD described the robbery suspect as a woman with long, bright orange hair, as seen in the video and still photos. She was last observed wearing a black jacket, black pants and gray Ugg boots. As of Monday, no arrests had been made.
Wow. Crazy, right? And this happened, in Staten Island. Dang, yo, I don't know, if how many of my listeners ever been to Staten Island, but how this could happen, and where was this at? On Victory Boulevard, right? That's what he said, right? Yeah, like that's real close. Like the area that they talk about, that's kind of close to the ferry. So I don't know how that could have happened when, like, soon as you get off the ferry, there's a police station right there. So as soon as you get off the ferry, you right in the mix of the police station. The police station is literally like right across from that. But don't they have a police station in the ferry as well? Yeah, I believe they have a police station in the ferry. So how Shorty was able to pull that off is beyond me. That's crazy. She brave. She real brave. But just to rob somebody for a few bucks or whatever, and I mean, how far you think you gonna get? And they got cameras like all on the buses and everything like that. So like, how far this girl thinks she really, really gonna get? And you got your stuff everywhere. So you about to be everywhere. So that was really, really dumb for her to do that. And then to a woman that's so old, like 66 years old. That's somebody's grandma or whatever. This girl, um, she's bugged out. They have the photo on this too. It's this story. It was brought to us by New York Post. So yeah, you can find the photo on the New York Post. But yeah, man, you crazy. You know that somebody is probably going to catch this girl. She better hope that the police catch her before one of these hoodlums on Staten Island catch her and then beat the bricks off of her for robbing their grandmother. So I don't know. If it was my grandmother, listen, I wouldn't be on this show. I tell you that. I would not be on this show. I tell you that. So let's get into our next show, our next story. I said next show. I'm sorry, y'all. It's early in the morning. I ain't have no tea yet. But let's get into our next story, which is about a missing Florida teacher that was found submerged in a canal with her body. The whole car is like face down in a canal. And I think this teacher that they was looking for her for a while. Yeah, like a while. So she's been missing for a little bit. All right. Our second story brings us to Florida. So, AI guy, do your thing, man.
Divers discovered a body inside a vehicle submerged in water near Daytona Beach over the weekend, authorities said. The car belonged to Robert Hica, a teacher from Port Orange, Florida, who went missing in 2020, according to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. Volunteers from two local search and rescue crews spotted the vehicle in a canal along Pioneer Trail, about 10 miles south of Port Orange, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office said in an announcement shared to Facebook on Saturday. Their initial discovery came as water levels in the canal recently dropped significantly, officials said. Volunteers who spotted the submerged vehicle also confirmed the registration tags, indicating it belonged to Hica. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office said in a subsequent update on Saturday that its dive team had successfully recovered the sunken vehicle from the canal near Pioneer Trail, with one deceased occupant found inside. At the time of the sheriff's most recent update just after 5:30 p.m. that afternoon, the body had not been positively identified. However, officials at the Port Orange Police Department were notified and contacted Hica's family, according to the Volusia County Sheriff. Our thoughts go out to the Hica family and friends this evening, the office wrote on Facebook. The Port Orange Police Department echoed that sentiment in a statement shared to its own Facebook page the same day, acknowledging the discovery of Hica's vehicle and deeming the missing persons case solved.
Wow. That's messed up. That's messed up. That is really messed up. But it also goes to say that this person was employed by the school, middle school, or Creekside Middle School in Port Oregon. Port Oregon, Port Oregon, right? Oregon. Oh my God. I'm like I said, I'm on the early morning, y'all. Sorry. Since 2002. So this lady has been listening for a little while. And you know what's crazy, Ed? Me and my buddy Ed, we was talking about this before. With all the storms and all the hurricanes, all the tornadoes and all this stuff that's going on, how the weather's going on in this country right now, that some stuff was going to end up getting pulled up. Like all the water's going back, them little mafia and all that stuff. You're going to be finding boats cars, guns, bodies, all of that. All of that stuff is just gonna, out of nowhere, pop up. And it's sad to say it, but this is a result of what I was saying. Ed is in the background here in a little. Me and Ed. He better be making some tea. But excuse me. Right, this story is kind of messed up that this lady was missing for so long. And that she was a school teacher, but I will say this: the good part and the happy ending of this story is this: that family now has closure. Cause it's been over 10 years. You know, so this family now has closure. They can now go and continue on with their life, knowing that their loved one was found and that they can give them a proper, and everybody wants a proper burial. So I think that was really good that happened. It was kind of messed up the way that it happened, but at least it did happen. Because that water line, it went down, and that car that's been sitting there for Lord knows how long actually was going to be revealed. Now I'm telling you this. This was a story that they did. They did try to bury this, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's gonna be my pleasure to keep bringing stories like this to y'all, because I'm telling you, this is not gonna be the first story. I know this is not gonna be the first story that I do about rivers going down or some kind of level of something, whether it be water, whatever you could think of, whatever. But I'm telling you, this is not going to be the last time that we hear of something like this happening. It's not going to be the last time at all. All right. Everybody here sends our condolences out to this family. All I can say is I'm happy that they were able to find some closure. Cause that's hard over a decade. That's 2002. We in 2000. We in 2023, and that happened. Come on. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm pretty sure we're going to have a follow-up on this as well, because they're going to at least tell her how she was murdered. They at least have to drop something on how she was murdered. When they do the autopsy, they'll figure all that out. All right, everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning into my show. Y'all know how it goes. Everything is right up on your screen. You know what I'm saying? You want to contact me, all that stuff. Do listen to this show. Check me out on YouTube at Chris. What is it? Chris Talks 1190. All right. That's who will be airing this, and you can also check this show out on Facebook in full. Okay. So, we're just gonna end this. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. And stay blessed. Stay blessed, not stressed. And to the next episode, y'all. I see y'all later.